Magnolia Bowl. Often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers' offense comes onto the field first today. Ole Miss really put it on the Bayou Bengals the last time these two met, and anytime you take a rival behind the woodshed like that, it feels good.
It feels good, and they loved every second of it. And I think it... taunting. It was all of the goodness that is college football. And Jesse, I got a feeling LSU, they remember that feeling really well.
I think they remember it really well. That felt like hotty toddy, gosh almighty, that was bad. I mean, it reverberated not just in the SEC, all across college football. Ole Miss made a point. LSU is going to have to play much better in this one.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking for a man. It's Winston. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll give it to the back. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum.
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's short. Flying out to the left. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll do it himself. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Winston. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The give out of the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Winston. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! He now has 63 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The give on the option. Nice move there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires to the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll run it here on third and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And that one's incomplete.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you
unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip from the house.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, and usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking downfield, it's Winston. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Back to pass. It's Winston. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing for it.
And And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Now the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Winston. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll keep it himself. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice...
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Made a defender miss.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Winston. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Surging forward on the sneak.
No gain on the play. First and goal, LSU.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Dropping back, it's Winston. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Off play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 39 over South Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Give him 96 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rebels will hustle to the line. He'll pull it on the read. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Back to throw, it's Winston. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're
turning it on. Really nice pick up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking for a man. It's Winston. Fires it incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good...
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. LSU quick to the line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Punts it out of the air. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Winston. It's complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quickly complete.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line and one of the biggest games of the year.
The offense changing the play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Complete on 3rd down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
amen. I mean, keep hope alive. pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Off the play fake on 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fitted in the window for the score. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.